Hello everyone and welcome back to this YouTube channel. As you could probably tell from the overall vibe of me filming today, I'm really scatterbrained and I am just too ADHD to plant my feet and talk about one thing. I just think that's very boring to me. Um, but we're gonna try again and do it anyway. So today I thought that I would talk about a YouTuber at random. It's not random, that's the joke. Jarvis Johnson. Because why the fuck not, you know? I've never made a video. Well, actually, I've made reference to him. I haven't made a full on video about him. Um, because I was like, I don't want to make a video about Drew Gooden or Curtis Connor or Danny Gonzalez because I feel like they would just go way too hard on me. And the last thing I want, I've already touched upon this before, but I feel like the worst the worst kinds of YouTubers that you could start beef with. Again, I'm not trying to start beef with Jarvis Johnson either. It's just, the worst type of YouTubers that you could start beef with are commentary YouTubers because I don't know, they're just brutal, They're not as brutal as they used to be. I feel like, I mean, iDubbbz, he hasn't made a content cop in what has it been? It's been 5 years now. And I just don't think that anyone's gonna make. He's not. He's probably not gonna make a content cop anymore. I think that ship has sailed. And I mean, commentary YouTubers are more nice now than they were in the past. In the past, they would definitely go more all in than they do now. Right now, it's kind of just light bullying. Speaking of light bullying, the reason I'm talking about Jarvis Johnson and instead of somebody like Nick is not green or green is not Nick is because you guys probably already know this by now, but Nick is not green. He responded to a video that I made about him, and it was called "I ratioed Nick is not green" on Twitter, proportionately. And he responded to me. I didn't think he would. He took a screenshot of me and he included that in his video. And again, I don't want to assume the worst in people. I don't know what his intentions were. His intentions could have been pure. Maybe he's just trying to make a joke or be tongue-in-cheek like I am. But he included me in the first 10, 20 seconds of his video. And I don't know. I don't know what his intentions were. He included me in the video. Did he just put me there so people would go to my channel and bully me in the comments or send me death threats or something like that? Again, I didn't receive any death threats, but I feel like because after he posted that video with me in it, the video that I made about him, even though it wasn't really mean or anything like that, I don't know, it was kind of critical, but what else am I supposed to talk about? They did go and mass dislike my video. So again, that doesn't really matter now because YouTube doesn't show the number of dislikes. So I don't know. I thought people would well, maybe they did, but nobody commented. I thought people would after seeing his video, they would go check out my video and actually sit down and watch it and give it a chance. And, some of them might have done that. Some of them might have liked it. I mean, it got a couple of likes. It got 3 likes. But there were 11 dislikes. And I wonder if those people disliked the video because they actually saw my video all the way through and then clicked dislike, or they just clicked on it because Nick mentioned it. And then they just clicked on it to dislike it really quickly and then click off. I don't know. I don't know what the consensus is because nobody left a comment. So I don't really know. I'm kind of lost in the ether there. I don't know. I don't know the general consensus was of my video, Did people like it? Did people only dislike it because I was criticizing one of their YouTubers that they're subscribed to? I don't know. I don't know. But I mean, I'm not. I'm only saying this because I don't want you guys to get the wrong idea. I don't want you guys to think that just because I made a video about him randomly, I wasn't even planning on it. It just sort of happened because all my videos now are kind of like off the cuff. I just happened to start talking about him. I just don't want you guys to think that, well, because today I'm talking about Jarvis, that doesn't mean I will never talk about Nick ever again. I'm just going to take a break for right now, pump the brakes on it. Give him a break, We've been wrestling in the ring long enough, and, we're all really tired. And, before I get in the ring with him again, let's just talk about some other YouTubers in the meantime. Yeah. I'm just kidding. We weren't boxing. It's just, I guess, felt like we had a little bit of a tussle, a little bit of a wrestle. And then, that's cute and all. But, yeah, I'll just give him a break. I don't know. I don't need to talk about him all the time. So I was like, all right, well, if I don't talk about him, then I don't want to talk about Drew or Curtis or Danny, because, like I said, I think those guys they take it too seriously, and they're gonna make a whole fucking video about it. At least with Nick, he only mentioned me and acknowledged my existence, and that's enough. That's actually the best case scenario. It would have been way worse if he made a proper commentary video about me. That would have been really annoying. Because I don't want the pressure to feel like I have to respond to everyone I make a video about. This ain't fucking Content Cop or Content Deputy. I actually have a life outside of YouTube. I'm not gonna let's say that I'm I don't want to make this comparison. I was gonna say Rice Gum or Leafy, but let's just say I'm like Tana Mongeau. I don't want to. Did Tana Mongeau even really respond to iDubbbz? Kind of. I don't want to be like Tana Mongeau and then iDubbbz makes a video about me, or somebody like iDubbbz, and then I feel this pressure to respond immediately. Maybe not like Tana Mongeau, but like Rice Gum. I know he put out his response videos almost immediately. Right? Say what you want about Rice Gum and his Content Cop response. It wasn't very. I guess it wasn't. I don't know. I was about to say it wasn't very good, but it wasn't terrible. I mean, the fact that he did all of that in the span of 4 days, I thought that was actually pretty good. I mean, he probably had a whole fucking staff on his side helping him respond, but I don't know. I thought he responded in a very timely manner, and you got to give props to the dude. I think I know iDubbbz said, he jokingly said in the Content Deputy that Leafy made a better response video than Rice Gums, but I don't know. I think he was just saying that to have that kind of soundbite. I don't think Rice Gums' response was that bad. I think it was actually very good, considering how little time he spent on it. Because iDubbbz, he probably took months to make that video. And Rice Gum made a song, and he made like a 30-minute video response, and all in the span of 4 days. I don't even know how someone does that. Well, I know how. It's because he has a whole team working with him. But I don't know. Team or not, I thought that was very impressive. So, nice job, Rice Gum. So Jarvis Johnson. Yeah, the meat of the video, I'm starting 10 minutes through. So why Jarvis Johnson? I don't know. He's just not Drew Gooden, Curtis Connor, or Danny Gonzalez. So it's perfect. He's a perfect candidate to make a video about. Okay, Jarvis. I think it's endearing, his love of Pokemon and Pokemon cards. But beyond that, I'll also say that I do like his camera quality. I think he has a really nice camera that he films with. But I feel like, I don't know, he's like just too PC, you know? It's, what do they call it? Is it called virtue signaling? I don't even fucking know. The action or practice of publicly expressing opinions or sentiments intended to demonstrate one's good character or the moral correctness of one's position on a particular issue. Yes, that is one thing that I can criticize Jarvis Johnson for. In fact, I can criticize the entire commentary community of this very thing, which is virtue signaling. The problem I have with commentary YouTubers is that their whole job is to have like basically an entertaining opinion. But it's not that entertaining if all you're ever going to say is like, oh, you're just preaching to the choir, you know? Like if there's a dispute with a man and a woman, they're more likely to side with the woman, obviously. And here's a perfect example of that virtue signaling. I mean, in this case, in this specific tweet, I agree with him. I'm about to read it for you now. But like, yeah, it's just the kind of like cucky white knight soy boy kind of opinions. You know, you're not gonna get a iDubbbz type edgy opinion out of Jarvis. And you know, it's not just Jarvis. I think all of them do this. Yeah, they're not commentary YouTubers. They are virtue signaling YouTubers. Yeah. He says on June 25th, reacting to his Twitter. I think I already said this, but I could be reacting to his videos, but like my camera only records 20 minutes at a time, and I just don't know if I'll have time to get through a whole video. But I'll definitely have time to get through a whole tweet or a handful of tweets. So that's why I'm reacting to his Twitter today. But he's like, if you're trying to, this is what Jarvis wrote. He says, if you're trying to argue with women online about the Roe decision, kindly shut the fuck up. Now, I'm not saying that I disagree with him. You know, I'm just saying this opinion is just kind of like, it's like a nothing. It's like a nothing burger of a statement. It's just kind of like a no shit. Why are you even saying that, you know? Like, of course, Roe versus Wade, like, women should be talking about it, right? He's just saying what we're all thinking, or any rational, logical human being would think. It's just, you know, I agree with him, but I'm not, like, tweeting this out on Twitter because it's just a super obvious, politically correct, boring opinion. And if your job is to be an entertainer, then why are you going out of your way to be so boring and politically correct? You know, that's one thing I could criticize Jarvis Johnson for. And here's another tweet. He says, I just donated to the National Network of Abortion Funds. Now, I don't know if it's like taboo to like show that like, oh, I made a big donation. Here it is. Here's my screenshot of my donation. You know, if I can't brag about it on social media, I wouldn't have donated to begin with. So here's a screenshot of all the money I spent donating to abortion funds. I'm such a good person. That's again, like I said, he's just kind of like a white knight, kind of too good to be true. He's too good to be Drew. He's too good to be Drew Gooden. Yeah, like what the hell is this? You know, like donating, making it like, why do you have to announce that you're donating to charity? Why can't you just donate to charity? But also, I kind of get it too, because like, yeah, you're not doing it necessarily for the recognition, but like, if I did something good, I won't want like some acknowledgement. You know? I don't know. That's a tricky one. A lot of people will say, myself included, will say that, oh, don't donate to show off how much you're donating and exploit the people you're donating to. Just donate out of the goodness of your soul. But, and I agree. But on the flip side of that coin, I could also argue that, like, it's just kind of stupid to donate with, like, no acknowledgement of your good deed. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. Let's read another one. Oh yeah, this one I skipped over. It's a picture of he captions it, "This is my multiverse of madness." And it's a picture of Nakey Jakey, Eddie Burback, Danny Gonzalez, Drew Gooden, and himself. And they're all mostly wearing Hawaiian shirts. Some of them are not. Eddie's not wearing one. Nakey Jakey's not wearing one. And if he is wearing one, then it just doesn't have any floral prints on it. I don't know, man. Like, I've touched upon this before, but I don't know. I just don't like how they clearly, they clearly kicked Gus Johnson out of the friendship circle, and that just sucks to see. And whether you believe that Gus should have been kicked out or not, whether you think Gus Johnson is a bad person or not, I think we could. Well, I mean, I don't know if a lot of people will agree with me on this. It's kind of a controversial opinion, but I don't know. I've never seen someone get canceled like Gus Johnson and then just lose all of their friends like this. Like, I feel like even James Charles kept more friends after his cancellation than this. Gus Johnson has, like, fucking nobody left. If Gus Johnson and Sabrina breaking up was a divorce, then they definitely, all of them sided with Sabrina, and it's just so blatantly obvious. Maybe they were never. Maybe they only became friends mutually through Sabrina. Like, maybe they were friends. Maybe they were all friends with Sabrina first, and then Gus. That's why it was easier to cut Gus out of the picture. But I don't know. This photo, it makes me sympathetic, empathetic towards Gus Johnson. I feel bad for him. He might have been a shitty boyfriend, an abuser. I don't know his personal life, so I really shouldn't say, but I don't know. Maybe I've been fooled by his fake nice guy persona, but I just don't think I think he was just a bad boyfriend, and to lose all of his YouTube friends and for his subscriber count to go down, his views to go down, because he was a bad boyfriend. God, my ass hurts from sitting on this wooden chair so much. I don't know. It sucks, and the human emotional side of me is like, that sucks, dude. Fuck these people, I feel bad for you. Maybe you're better off without them, though. Because who needs a fair weather friend? Nobody. And that's just the vibe I get from these pictures now. Just a bunch of fair weather friends. And I don't know. It's not a good look for either of them. It's not a good look that. I mean, Gus Johnson, he's going through it. But I feel like it's like he got canceled, blah, blah, blah. But I feel like it's also not a good look for his former friends to be so publicly hanging out without him. That they just kind of look slimy. Anyway, 3 seconds left, so see ya.